milk chocolate specifically. I love this episode already.
I know.
After round 1, I'm like, oh no, we have made a horrific mistake by overspicing these wings. But the fact that we're sitting here at round number 4 and doing fine.
We're in it to win it, man.
We are in it to win it.
Yes.
Haven't even broken a sweat.
Man, I love chicken wings so much, and I never get to enjoy them on this episode.
Ready?
I'm there.
Double. Ooh.
This is working. 5 out of 10. I don't know.
One part of it is definitely from the cold. The other part of it, I'm assuming, is from the creaminess of the chocolate. But I will say, it is not dulling the spice nearly as much as the previous rounds.
No.
As soon as it's out, like, it's coming back full force. It's not weakening it at all.
Yeah.
Woo! All
great.
right.
Huh.
Yeah, I'm starting to sweat now. Oh! Next round.
Let's do it.
Round number 5, frozen lemonade milkshake thing. This is, again, my favorite episode of this series.
I feel like we have a whole bunch of winners as opposed to last time when it was so clear that we had a ton of losers.
By this point last time, we wanted to die. By this time, I actually still kind of want to die because we're consuming a lot of dessert very quickly.
I still don't feel great, but I feel better than last time, and we've yet to eject anything into a bucket next to us, which at this point is saying a lot.
The concept of this one should probably make sense to you at this point, right? It's got ice cream, it's got citrus, it's got dairy in there, and it's cold.
But it has a potential to be a step up from the key lime pie in the sense that it's colder. The key lime pie was like sort of generally refrigerator temperature, but this is freezer temperature, and colder is almost always better in these situations.
One of the things that you keep hearing us say in these first couple rounds, right, is like, oh, it's in the back of my throat, oh, it's in the back of my throat, oh, it's in the back of my throat. This right here, as we did in our brain freeze episode, anything with a straw is shooting it straight to your back of your throat there. This might be the best solution for that area. Let's do it. Round number 5. It continues. Frozen lemonade dessert drink. How you doing?
Tasty.
It is super tasty.
It's a little icy. It's a little bit less creamy.
It is less creamy than I would have thought. Taking a bite out of a pretty structurally sound key lime pie,
Yeah.
it's able to just hang out there until you decide to chew it, right? It's not melting, it's not going away. This, as soon as I get it in, I feel myself having to reapply it. Like, I feel like I have to move it around a bunch because it's constantly melting, turning to liquid, and running around. This is good. It's definitely our, I would say, like, second best of the food solutions.
Yeah.
But it is not quite up to par with the key lime. This one was actually kind of a surprise for us. Highly viscous options have always been the ones topping our charts, so we figured that since lemon juice did really well at neutralizing spice by adding sugar, ice, and everything nice, we'd have ourselves a spicy food killing machine. But instead, we found that the frozen part of the lemonade just didn't cool us down as much as the pie because it just immediately turned into water. And as we all know, water and capsaicin don't mix. So as soon as the soothing sensation of the cold went away, the spice kicked the door back in and washed itself around our mouth and made it right back home in our tongues. Round number 6.
Wawa Pizza is $8.99 for a 14-inch pizza with any 2 toppings. Gotta have a Wawa.
6. Ketchup. I like that you gave us spoons, so we could just take a big ol' spoonful of ketchup. Wonderful. Let's go. Oh, this sucks. So, did this make it worse for you? It makes it worse, right?
It's worse. It's worse, it's worse, it's worse, it's worse.
This one is just a prank, right guys? It has to be. There was no way that this could be used by anybody as a spice solution. At least no one apart from Shaggy and Scooby. Here you go, dude! Trying to dull spice using ketchup, about the same level of pain that I got from watching Velma. Who would have figured that a movie starring a crime-fighting dog wouldn't adhere to proper scientific principles? Unfortunately, while the acidity of the tomato and vinegar, along with the sweetness of the sugar, should have helped to soothe us, capsaicin is hydrophobic, meaning that it doesn't bind to water-based solutions like ketchup. So all of those ingredients pretty much did diddly squat other than to make us suffer more. What goes up must come down, friendos. And after 6 rounds, we were flying high for a while, but you knew it wouldn't be a food theory episode without it crashing and burning
We've
at some
just been
point toward the
kicked to
end.
the basement, friends.
That's a rough note to go off of here as we go into the final boss round, which is the last dab. But that's where we're leading to next. I would say ketchup will not be making it into that final round. Speaking of that final round, there's no use putting it off. It's time for the last dab. Final boss time! Right there. We faced this puppy last time, and boy howdy, the smell is back. I'd forgotten the smell.
It is literally just like charcoal and ash and death. So in previous years, we've been able to control the amount of last dab that we're actually ingesting. This year, we've got a good, solid slather going on.
There's a reason you don't toss the wings in the last dab sauce.
It's a last dab, not a last toss.
I'm sorry. But even though we were facing down a monumental challenge, I wasn't as nervous as I usually am. This time we came prepared with all the heavy hitters. Obviously, our winners from year 1 and 2, a lime simple syrup, a peanut butter honey mix, and a peanut butter milkshake from our local ice cream shop, Goodberries. But we also threw in this year's 2 top contenders, key lime pie, and shocking literally everyone, nose plugs. All right, do you want to add an additional dab to your already tossed wing? So strap in, ladies and gentlemen. It's time to test some spicy food solutions. Maybe there's a reason Sean Evans doesn't want us on his show. Okay, there you go. Boop. Just like last year, I can't taste the flavor as much this year.
There is no flavor. The flavor is burning.
I don't know why this protects your tongue.
It
Why does
negates
protect
the
your
whole
tongue?
front part of your mouth. It's crazy. It's actually nuts. All right, I'm gonna go in with the peanut butter milkshake now.
But I am actually shockingly fine, just from this alone. I could go into any of these right now to cool a little bit of what's happening here.
I'm actually gonna take this off to give these other ones a fair test. Wow, it just comes back. It's so weird. Give it a sec, and it pushes forward slowly across your tongue.
Oh, that is so
It is
bizarre.
so weird.
That is so weird. Why does that work?
It's so much hotter. It's so much hotter.
Yep. So, now that I've done them, this, fine, but this was year 1. We've grown.
Yeah, this is fine.
We
This
evolved.
is mid.
This is mid. This is solid.
This is top tier. Key lime pie. That's a really nice job.
It does a real good job. So this is better because it's a little bit colder. This is better because it's not liquid, and so it's able to sit on the heat, and again, acting like a blanket, basically tamping out or smothering out the fire that's going on in your mouth. At this point, I feel really good about being able to handle the spicy food here.
I know exactly where to go for an antidote, and for little spice babies like me, that's crucial.
And again, remember, this is a wing tossed in this stuff.
Yeah.
And then with an additional, you had like 2 dabs. I had 5 on mine. And last year, it won't stop, Steph.
I know, it's really
It won't stop.
It's really bad.
We're weeping. The only reason we're feeling spice now, or at least the bulk of the spice, is because we took this off. So this plus these other ones, you're golden. It took us
Yes!
3 years, but I think we finally dialed